Are you in a frustrating situation where you're aiming for 100% completion in GTA 5, but golf is the only thing holding you back? Well, you're not alone. Lots of players struggle with golf in GTA 5 because they've never played it in real life and have no idea what to do. So in this video, I'll guide you through it, keeping it quick and simple without diving too deep into complicated golf rules. Golf is basically all about getting the ball in the hole with as few shots as possible. For golf in GTA 5, there are 9 stages, and you need to finish them all in 36 shots or less. Now you can better understand the condition the game gives you. Play 9 holes of golf and finish even or below par. In simple terms, that means completing 9 stages and using no more than the 36 shots allowed. In golf, the number of shots allowed is called par, and the stages are actually called holes. The total par of 36 is divided across the 9 holes, with some holes having a par of 3, some 4, and some even 5. Remember, if you finish a hole with more or fewer shots than its par, the difference adds to your total score, which affects how much room you have in the rest of the game. For example, -1 if you completed it in 1 less shot, or +1 if you needed 1 extra. Now that you understand the basic rules and scoring, let's jump into the game, and I'll guide you through each stage. Now first, go to the golf club and enter the game. You don't need to select any player from here if you do have the option. Just select Start Game so you can play around by yourself. Now remember, for every shot, the game automatically sets your aim, power, and club for you. And your main job is to hit the ball with the right strength. To do this, hit the ball when the moving pointer reaches this yellow area on the power bar. The more centered it is in that yellow zone, the better your shot will be. Well, there are moments where you'll need to tweak your aim or pick a different club than what the game automatically sets, but I'll explain when to do it. Remember, this area right here is a flat area around the hole called the green. Here you'll use a different club called the putter, which is used to gently roll the ball into the hole. In every stage, your first step should be to take the ball to the green with as few shots as possible. Now for this first hole, the par is 5, but it's a great opportunity to finish in 4 and save a shot for later on. Use the first 3 shots to get the ball onto the green, and the closer you land it to the hole, the easier it'll be to push it in. Now keep the default settings and hit the ball. By the way, if you don't do things perfectly here, it's not a problem. Just try your best. First, we only need to take the ball closest to the hole in 3 shots. For the second shot, hit it hard again to bring it closer to the green. There you go. Now for the third shot, make sure to bring it as close as possible to the hole. Now, once the ball enters the green, the game will automatically set your club to the putter and adjust your aim for you. One thing the game does not handle for you is the surface of the green. While the green is smoother than other surfaces, it's not completely flat. The grid lines you see here represent the slopes and height changes on the ground, so you'll need to read them carefully and adjust your shot strength and direction to match. Red lines means there's a slope, and yellow lines means there's an incline. This one's almost flat up to the hole, and that's represented by white. So we don't need to change the strength for this one.
Get in there! Get in!
As you see, this one can be cleared in 4 shots pretty easily, but even if it takes you 5, don't worry. Just focus on staying on par in the next holes. Now for the second hole, keep the defaults and hit the ball. You can easily finish this one in 4 shots to stay on par. Now for this shot, turn your aim slightly right to avoid this tree. Now the ball's on the green, and you've got 2 shots to push it into the hole, though I think I can finish this in 1 shot.
Fire in the hole.
Now you see, the better you play, the more room you have in the next holes. I'm at -2 now, so I can use 2 extra shots and still stay on par. Alright, now this hole has a par of 3, and it's very easy to finish it on par. For this one, you'll need to tweak the default settings a bit in the first shot. All you need to do is switch the club from 7i to 8i. You can do this with down button on the D-pad or the equivalent key if you're on PC. Now don't change anything else, and take a shot with maximum strength. Now the ball's on the green and you've got 2 shots to push it into the hole. You can see the grid lines are yellow, which means it's an incline, so use the first shot to bring it closest to the hole, and then it would be easier to push it in.
Thank you, and good night.
Alright, now the 4th hole has a par of 4. Just keep the defaults and try to get the ball onto the green in first 2 shots, because you'll need the next 2 shots to put it in the hole. Alright, for me it landed really close to the hole, so I can probably finish in 1. But you can take 2 shots here if needed.
Get in that! Get in!
Alright, now the 5th hole has a par of 4. You'll need to adjust your aim a bit here. If you hit it at the default aim, the ball often drops into the sand pit, so shift your aim slightly to the right to avoid it. Don't worry if it hits this tree a bit, because it will still land in a good spot and the slope will still roll the ball forward. On this shot, pull the aim back slightly so it doesn't go past the green. Now you've got 2 shots to push the ball into the hole and finish it on par. Now for the 6th hole, the par is 3. You can reach the green in 1 shot, then use the next 2 to push the ball into the hole. It's just within range, so hit the first shot with full strength. Again, I can complete it in 1 shot, but you have 2.
Fire in the hole.
Now for the 7th hole, the par is 4. Use your first 2 shots to get the ball onto the green, and use the next 2 to put it in the hole. Keep the defaults at the first shot and hit with full strength. The green here is tricky and uneven, so you've got 2 chances to put it in. Remember, if you've got any extra shots left on par, like I have 4 here, now's the time to use them. First, focus on getting the ball as close to the hole as possible, and pay attention to the grid lines. Since the hole is on a slope, I will try to hit the ball with less strength so it goes slow.
Thank you, and good night.
Alright, this is the 8th hole, and it has a par of 5, but it's easily possible to complete it in 4 shots. Focus on getting the ball onto the green in first 3 shots, and then put it in with the last one. Keep the defaults for the first shot and hit with full strength. Now for the second shot, you need to avoid this sand pit. You can aim slightly to the right onto this rough area, and then you can take it to the green from there. Now use this shot to get the ball onto the green. All right, now you've got 2 shots to finish this one. All right, I actually forgot about the incline here. Should have hit it a little harder. But no worries, we finished it right on par. All right, now this is the 9th and last hole, and it has a par of 4. Super easy, especially if you've got some extra shots left in your total par. You can use them all here since it's the last hole. However, it's totally possible to finish it in just 3 shots. Get the ball onto the green with your first 2 shots, and put it in with the last one. Keep the defaults for the first shot and hit with full strength. All right, the green on this hole is mostly flat. Just play it out based on your situation.
Ah, shit.
All right, that's it for this video. We completed the requirement for 100% by playing 9 holes under par. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Discover GTA for more walkthroughs and fun content like this.